Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is City Skylines Strategy and Tactics, Episode 80, already in progress. Yes, folks, I started recording this, and I forgot to hit the record button on my screen. I just noticed halfway through the episode. So we're going to be arriving here to having some stuff already be built, but I will explain everything that I'm doing, the what, the where, the why, and what have you. So, firstly, obviously, we can see we are in the middle of another citywide death wave. Maybe as part of my final thing, I'll just spam out mortuaries, just to burn up all these corpses. I really wish people would die in a more, well, organic way here. Secondly, we've been building up quite a bit of money. We also spent a bunch of money here, but you'll see where in just a moment. Also, I wanted to point out, as one of my viewers pointed out, was that one of my, I mislabeled my last episode. I called it the Plot Complete episode, but it wasn't. The episode before that was the Plot Complete one. I just sort of had a little brain fart because the episode afterward is where I developed the rest of this contiguous land here. But our next order of business is developing this area, which again, I kind of already did some of because I meant to have been recording about 15 minutes ago worth of stuff. So I will be showing you what I've just built that was recorded off screen. So here's what we got here. We took the little, if you remember, we left our little thing here with a little highway loop over here, like that. I've since severed that and extended out here. I do intend on hooking it up to this highway system, but I will stoically stick to my rule of no purchasing extra plots until I've completely filled this plot. As much as I want to buy this last plot over here and just hook it up right now just to get the traffic flow running a lot more organically, I'm going to stick to my rule here. So as you can see, we did a double tree zone, but facing this way, perpendicular to the highway, at which point we did an over-under zone with the highway for our over-under T-junction here, which I've been really happy how it's been working over here. Looks a little bit different over here, but the essential function is the same. So yeah, it works out quite nicely. So now the other thing is I built the train station in the middle as per the normal for my double tree zone. But since I wanted to, I liked it going underground here. Game. So here's the little tunnel from my over-under, or one-up, one-down zone. And then I just sort of built the underground three-way junction of the track underneath it like this. So that way we still get the three-way junction, but we also get the underground goodness, and everyone's happy, and lots of space efficiency. The other thing I was planning on doing with this whole thing is this is going to be a commercial mecca. This is going to be the likes of which of Independence Port. In fact, I might even transform some of Independence Port into like residential zones if I find myself needing more commercial demand to develop this, well, essentially this large part of this island as commercial, but also is akin to Steel Canyon, but obviously I'm not going to be touching Steel Canyon as that's all the way across the map and it's doing just fine by itself, save for all the dead bodies. Right then. Where was I? Oh, yes. So in order to bring lots of people here, obviously we have ourselves our train station. We built ourselves the Expo Center, I think a level 4, reward building here. We also built ourselves another harbor. So this should be a high watermark for tourists here, which is exactly what I'm going for. Right, why are we there? There we go. Now, I also want to make sure these tourists do not clog my roads. So we are going to be doing lots and lots of pathways here. I think, yeah, you're going to do that. I think I'm going to put my my station-mounted metro station right here, because that will plug into this whole network quite nicely, so people can take the metro station if they so desire. I also want to make sure there is a walking path from here over to here. so that people don't need to cross the street, because that can pedestrian traffic can really slow you down, slow down your traffic. I mean, it can be very detrimental to have pedestrian traffic. I could bring it over here. In fact, that's probably the more prudent idea. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that and just have you come. Oh, yeah, that works. Just loop into there. Oops. Nope. Come on, game. There we go. And let's put you on free place so I'm not eating too many of these. Slope too steep. I guess I have to eat those two. Alright, fine. That's fine. Alright, we'll turn back on grid snapping. And since this area is not really going to be occupied too much, we will just stay. We don't actually need this to take off into the sky. We can just have you hook right up here. Yep, and that way people getting off of there can take the pathway over to here. Hopefully they will and won't take the crosswalk. I mean, granted, the crosswalk's kind of more convenient. Well, we'll see what the foot traffic does here. All right, let's get the metro station set. Get you over here and you over here. Hook up the tubes in our normal manner. And get a route going, also in our normal manner. Alright, let me just finish priming the rest of the things for this zone. Alright, forgot. Dang it! Stop it! Yeah, we have to do that part first, then you hook up these sides. Like that. Don't know why they're so fussy about that specifically, but they are indeed fussy about it. Now for you guys, yeah, here's what we're gonna do. I mean, I could try and shoehorn in a line of commercial zones there, but I want the pathways to be good and healthy. So what we're gonna do here, yeah, get you skyward here. And yeah, have you plug into here. And that way you can get yourself over to there efficiently without having to cross the road. And then same goes with over here. Get you skyward here. And we'll do it along the back so that we have some commercial zone growth. Want to make sure you go back to ground. Much better. Okay. Let's get some decorations going here. Oop, that's not decorations. I'm only going to put the two of these down here because we're already going to be getting a boost from that thing. So we should be in pretty good shape that way. I'm also going to start a brand new train line here. A whole new color here, if you will. So yeah, create a new line here, add stop here, complete the line. Because at this point, yeah, we need another train line just to refresh the number of trains we've got going. Alright, high density commercial, of course. Well, let's think about this strategically in terms of getting power over here. Now, we can get power to a good-sized portion of the grid here by actually just jumping across the channel here and, yeah, sticking it there. That way we're not stomping on any zones. And, yeah. And at which point, yeah, we can just zone outwards like this. Yeah, I'll be willing to get this commercial area zoned first. That's better. Yeah, if you hover over a tile in the direction that you want, that's going to be the direction that you draw your fill in all thing. And you can do that, and then I'll hold off on the other side of this until later. Well, you guys can develop if you want. Oh yeah, can't forget about services. Must not forget about services. Yeah, we'll put them on this side here. So get the hospital, get the crematorium. Yeah, get the crematorium. Maybe you can lend some hand with some of the deaths going back on the mainland. Fire department. And policemen's. I should put the fire department over there. That's okay. Still good enough. Alright, I think that's everything. Oh, water. Duh. That is not quite everything. Well, let's since this is pumping from the source, let's grab it from there and start spreading the love. Make sure you get some H2O. Hey, what am I doing that for? Oh, perfect. Now, the other thing, yeah, look at that, garbage collection. No bueno, not going to reach, but I don't want to stink up the joint either. I'm thinking we might need this little offshoot here. I know it's near the residentials, but we might need to make this little offshoot a garbage collection area. It's gonna stink up the joint a little bit, but yeah. We'll de-residentialify some of these zones in the stinky area. Yeah, we'll make you guys like offices or something. I think that would be the prudent choice here. They might not necessarily be the most prosperous of offices, but it's better than having a bunch of sickos constantly going to the hospital. There, that should do it, and then we'll just blanket fill the area with offices. And if I need more stuff, I'll be able to get it. All right, that's good enough. You can, oops. You can go back to being residential there. So we might get a couple of people complaining about sickness over here, but that shouldn't be too bad. And that should cover us a little better. We need a more direct path to get this garbage to this highway. Luckily, it's yeah. Let's have an express route here, an express garbage chute, if you will. We'll just do it along the back here. So if we start here, get you here like that. Yeah, you can go across the water if you want. And just plug straight into there. Now, do I want it one way, or do I want this to be like a big two-way garbage chute? No, one way, because we're plugging into a one-way road, and I don't really want to go through the trouble of trying to dig up a return route. They can just return the old-fashioned way. Now let's see how that does with garbage coverage. Good enough. It's a little weak over here, but it'll suffice. What are you guys complaining about power for? About to say, we got you covered. Yeah, you guys are going to whine about power until someone bridges the gap over here, which should be this zone. Yeah, that'll cover you guys with power. So we should be good. All right, let's see how our local population adopts this new area over here. And let's see if our is our things. Yeah, it's spitting out hearse. It's like, oh crap, dead people across the river. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, since it's a terminating station, I should actually just extend the green line to this one instead of making a whole new line. That might actually be more prudent. Let me delete that line. And sadly, delete this line. But it'll be the last time I do it for the green line. I promise. And then let's reestablish the green line here. But this will be its final stop here. So to here, to here, to here. Hopefully it adds more trains as we add more stations here. To here, loop it all the way around to here, to here, to here, and back again, back again, back again, back again, back again, back again, finish her off, and color her differently again. Make you the lime green line again. Bright green, thank you. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, that will be the final extension of the green line, and then whatever other line I do will just pivot into this and use this as sort of the universal holding cell here. Because just like with this one, you want a terminating station to be the one that where different lines intersect, essentially. There's a backup. That extends all the way there. Well, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit a wider highway for this little voop like that. As soon as I can get this T intersection hooked up, traffic should be a little bit more organic. In that no one, in order to get here, people aren't going to go here. And actually, just to sort of offset that, let me go back to my metro lines here. Because a cross-water metro station thing here would actually benefit us quite nicely. Yeah, maybe hook you into there, because that will get you access to Perez Parks. Yeah, I think that is definitely worth the expenditure. And we'll have a dedicated line going between create new line to here, complete line, and then yeah, there's one that gets serviced by this station, so this will be a yeah, I already know that station right there is busy as heck, and it's just be glutted with different things. But yeah, that way people from this side of the realm can get here without having to think about getting into cars and going all over creation to do it. All right, excellent. What is going on with you, Mr. Train? You're going quite slow, Mr. Train. I don't know. I do not know why it was going slow like that. Okay, so we've knocked down our commercial demand. It'll take a while for this to flesh itself out. I can tell you that right now. But we are in a pretty good place now. We've got plenty of room to grow. And I've got a couple of, oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to do, is actually name this give this a district. And this will be our final city district. So sad to see it go. Oh yeah, let me repair this loop so people can use it as a loop. just in case they need epic U-turns. Right, districts. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to, and let me spread throughout this entire island, because it will be all one giant district. Elm Square, not quite. Welcome to Eden. And let's get some policies here. Recreational use, absolutely. Parks and Rec, absolutely. We want this place spiffy, so health, not so much. Recycling, yeah. Pet ban, yeah. We want all the anti-garbage things here. Water usage, power usage, that's fine. Taxation, I might put the spurs to them, maybe. Not doing any of those. Oh, that also reminds me, Cimarora, since we have some stinkiness over here, and other intersecting pollutants here. Let me get the we already have the smoking pan. We don't have the garbage ban stuff, but they have easier stuff to it. Yeah. Okay, so we already have the smoking ban, just to help improve the health of the people, that offset the fact that we're going to have, we have these industrial buildings nearby, we're going to have this garbage nearby, that sort of thing. Alright, alright, we are developing up here. Probably not going to see a lot of traffic here, or a lot of pedestrians, or a lot of mass transit here, till these zones have been established for a while. Oh yes, the other thing I wanted to do here to help improve the functionality of this zone is get ourselves another port, but a cargo harbor. Basically, a harbor exclusively for delivery vans. That is what this thing is for. Nothing but delivery vans. Yeah, I'm gonna obliterate my well, actually, we could put you here. There we go. And, yeah, we'll just put a road back here. Just hook up our two ports. Because ideally the, oh yeah, you need water. Ideally, the passenger harbor is not going to be spitting out too many cars, just because we have such easy access to all the mass transit they would ever really want. So this will give all of our businesses able to basically demand deliveries of commercial goods without necessarily needing to draw it from our industries. Because I don't know if our industries can actually keep up. But in this case, this should allow them to... Ooh, worker shortage. Well, it's probably because everyone's freaking dying. Good Lord, look at all this. Look at this nonsense. Alright, I can't just not build more of these things, and I just need it for the hearses. I hate that I'm building these damn things just for the dang hearses. It is inefficient. Can't I build like a hearse storehouse or something like that? You guys need death coverage, even though people never die over here. So here, have some death coverage so that you can consider that. And I might factor that into levels of services. Yeah, we're probably going to get some abandoned zones just due to uncollected corpses. Alright, well, this is a good stopping point, so I'm probably going to let this cook for a little bit, let the time advance, till we're ready to develop our next section, and hopefully see the end of this damn death wave. So if you like this episode, and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!